Hello everyone, welcome to the June 18th, 2015 meeting of the Litchfield Mosquito Control District. I'm Chairman John Latcher. To my left is Vice Chairman Al Raccio. Let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Chair will call the roll. Acting Vice Chairman Al Raccio.
Present.
And I'm here. All members are present. I'd just like to say that the Litchfield Mosquito Control District is still looking for an additional member. If you're interested, you can call Town Hall at 424-4046, and they'll lead you in the right direction. So thank you very much. Let's see. Before I begin public input, I'd just like to say for the record that this meeting was posted here at Town Hall and at the Town Library. Next is public input. Any members of the public wishing to speak? Seeing and hearing none. As we have stated before in the past, if you have any questions or concerns about the Litchfield Mosquito Control District, please come down and talk to us about it. If we don't have the answer for you, we'll definitely get it for you. So please feel free to come down. Next is approval of the minutes of April 16th, 2015.
Mr. Chairman, I've read the minutes. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Okay, I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passes 2-0-0. Next on the agenda is invoice number 1008 that has been paid already. Al, 1008.
And that is consistent with
Our contract.
our
right?
contract
Yep.
and our statement of position for payments.
Correct. And then invoice 1011 has also been paid as well.
And once again,
1011.
1011
Yep.
is consistent with the contract and duly noted paid.
Great. Next is Kim Foss, information from Municipal Pest Management Services. Received this email from her. We usually receive this pretty much every year, Al.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's more typical from Kim to keep the board and the health officer informed more frequently as the season progresses.
Right.
And the testing becomes more and more critical.
Okay. Just says that they'll be sending mosquito collection data every other week during the collection season. And the collection season is in the month of June, starts in the month of June. Okay.
Once again, this is consistent with our statement of work and our position of understanding
Right.
with Kim,
Yep.
in addition to extra information as it becomes critical.
Great. Okay, next on the agenda is mosquito videos. I've been working with the cable committee, trying to get some of our mosquito videos on the air. Obviously, it takes some time, but we're gonna get some on within the next couple of weeks, so on channel, probably on channel 20, if we can get them on. As we
Great.
discussed earlier, we had the previews of those videos on the monitor here, and they were very, very helpful and interesting. Next on the agenda is the bat box. The bat box has been purchased. We think that we have found a location to put it. We're going to be probably putting it in by the first week of July. As you know, it goes on a 16-foot wooden pole, so it's going to take a few individuals to help us out getting it up. We're going to try to get it as close to a conservation area as we possibly can, and obviously a body of water.
So, are we coordinating with the Conservation Commission? Because once again,
Yes.
this is really,
Yes.
the bat boxes are serving two purposes. From our view, they're consumers of mosquitoes.
Mhm.
For the Conservation Commission, it also serves to add validity to our habitats and wetlands, as well as make them more enjoyable by the public by the reduction of the mosquito populations. I would be soliciting support from the Conservation Committee to help us in, number one, making sure that we're not intruding on wetlands or violating any state or federal laws by tromping on them and concrete and whatever we're going to drive this thing in with.
All those issues will be addressed, obviously.
So I would like to see the Mosquito District coordinate this effort and engage with the Conservation Commission to get this final product achieved.
Okay. Okay, next on the agenda is a yearly survey. I'm going to be going around, looking around at the rec fields, the schools, and everything else during my yearly survey that I do, and report back to the board with my findings once again.
So from our last year's experience, where we basically through your survey informed the town and the health officer and the school district of as well as the road agent of several suspect areas and several breeding grounds that there was no question.
Right, there was a big top that had a lot of water.
Did we receive, has the chair received any feedback regarding preventative measures that they said they would enact? And during our survey, if we uncover the same deficiencies, I think our actions need to be a little bit stronger in enforcing them at the municipal level. If we can't enforce the town to abide by rules, how would we ever expect?
Right. Well, there's been a few positive things, like from years prior, is how some of the fields had these open trash containers that had water in the bottom of them that we brought to their attention. Most of those I know have been corrected now have a lid on them. So,
right.
So they are slowly beginning to make progress.
And the road agent certainly cleared those tires.
Exactly.
From Darapon.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
No, there has been tremendous effort. The immediate response is one thing.
Right.
It's, as we've proven with the district here, and the continued treatments, when we look at our mosquito count numbers, they're consistently going down. Right. That's not from knee-jerk reactions to stimulus.
Right.
That's for a pre-long, proposed, and executed plan. Right. And that's what I'm looking for out of our town departments, is not just the immediate response. Kudos, good job.
Long-term one.
But it's long-term effort that keeps
everybody
these dollars that we're spending on control valid.
Okay.
Excellent. Please inform me when you're ready to start the survey, and I'll be glad to accompany you.
Okay, great. Yeah, we went down, remember with Dave, we went
Absolutely,
down to Campbell and all that,
and they're on, by the horse farm and the swales. We identified numerous swales that have not been acted on.
Yeah.
Stormwater drainage from what I see is still clogged and plugged up. It's those types of issues that don't make the limelight and are easily forgotten.
Right. Okay, next on the agenda is any other business. Have you got any? I haven't got any other business. Do you, Al?
Yes, I do, Chairman. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
as we progressed this year, through our lack of board members and any reserve, it has put a strain on yourself and me to juggle these responsibilities as well as work and family responsibilities, to the point where I think this year we have rescheduled more meetings than we have in our past 10-year history.
You had to schedule, I had to
I'm
schedule.
out of town, you're out of town.
Last minute things.
Work comes up, and I believe our immediate priority should be maintaining the contract for the mosquito control and driving for more board members. We have to be able to be flexible, especially in the summertime, and be responsive, get our training program in line with our minutes and our charter, get our community activities. There's a host of things that you have discussed, Friendship Church, for example, the Housing for Elderly Communities. All of these demand our attention through our charter, and we're not able to fulfill that. So I would like to propose to the chairman that our first priority is our contract execution and our maintenance program through our vendors with Kim Foss, and secondarily, we focus on a new membership drive to get at least one more full-time member and one non-voting member in contingency.
When we had 3 and one of us was gone, obviously, then we could have the meeting, but
and
now
we could support activities in the community.
Now it's me and you, and one of us has a thing and we can't have a meeting, you know, it's like.
Exactly. So we need to correct that. And
Al, speaking of that, there's gotta be somebody that's at home right now. There's gotta be somebody that can give at least an hour on a Thursday night once a month. There has to be somebody out there sitting on the couch or whatever that can help us. We don't have meetings 5 times a month or anything. We just have one once a month, and usually they last maximum between a half hour and an hour long. So if you're sitting home and you have an hour to spare at 7 o'clock on the 3rd week of the month on a Thursday, then please call Town Hall at 424-4046. We could use you. We could use a senior citizen.
Absolutely.
We could use you we can put you right in this seat right here, okay? And it's always good to give back to your town and to your government. Me and Al, I've been with this for 9 years now. Hard to believe 9 years, but it's been that long. And it'd be a good start for you. Maybe you might be interested in other committees and maybe even a selectman someday. So this is how you get started. You get started on these committees, and then you can learn how the town works, and eventually maybe you can go for maybe being a selectman maybe someday. But just like I said, there's got to be somebody out there that
Well, I believe there is, and it's going to get a lot of my attention over the next couple of weeks.
Right. Okay. Anything else for any other business, Al? No? Okay.
That should cover it.
Okay. Just like to bring your attention to the front of the table here. We have these flyers. They've been distributed to area businesses, as churches as well. They talk about mosquito prevention and control, also about ticks and tick prevention. If you see them as you're going to the area businesses, please pick one up. They're very informative, and you'll learn something from them as you're reading them. So that'd be great. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
So be it.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 2-0. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Join us at our next meeting on July 16th. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Bye-bye.